My mama was a maid. My grandmama was a house slave.
Hi Mira, what are you watching? I'm watching The Help. The movie is about African American slavery during civil rights movement. It was adapted from this novel. Oh, cool. May I watch with you? Sure. Thank you.
No one had ever asked me what it felt like to be me. Once I told the truth about that, I felt free. And I got to thinking about all the people I know and the things I've seen and done. My boy Treelaw always said we're gonna have a writer in the family one day. I guess it's gonna be me.
Wow, this is so overwhelming. Yes. Do they still face discrimination today? Some of them still do because the stigma that people have towards the dialect they are using. I see. This is so interesting. Shall we discover more about this? Sure. Let's invite Ifan and Easy.
Hi and good day everyone. So this video is a sum up of our project which aims to study AAVE or African American Vernacular English as a type of social dialect that is widely used by African Americans. So what is AAVE anyway? One of the theories is that AAVE came from the southern US, where most African Americans lived at the time, which then continues to spread due to the Great Migration. Some of us might have heard them using it and noticed that it sounded very different from the English that we're using and are quick to assume that it is grammatically wrong or a slang at best when AAVE is actually a legitimate dialect and it's actually as rule-based and internally consistent as any other dialects in the world. So in order to understand AAVE and how it works, we managed to get in touch with the native speakers and ask them some questions to help our study on AAVE. We managed to do a video call interview session and 2 different Q&As with our respondents through Twitter and Skype.
Hi everyone, so my name is Hisa, and for this project, initially we had interviewed 3 native speakers of African American to ask them about their point of view and how do they feel about African American vernacular English as a dialect. Overall, most of them are proud in using this dialect because this dialect signifies their identity and their upbringing. And according to Gonzalo, someone who we had interviewed on Twitter, he said that AAV is something to be celebrated because the slangs are so cool that so many people are trying to converse using this dialect in their daily basis, especially in Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, even the non-African American. And as I said before, many non-African Americans are trying to converse using this dialect in their daily basis in Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook that we would like to ask the native speakers about their opinion regarding this method.
I personally come from a place of acceptance where I enjoy when other people participate in the language with me. You know what I mean? It shows an appreciation for it that a lot of people don't really have. They don't have that. Most people outside of the African American community here, they wouldn't really be able to appreciate it as much. And when they participate, it's the heart of most things that African American people do. We're very welcoming. We like to have fun. We bring everyone in. And, when they do participate, it's great. But I feel like there are certain boundaries that a lot of other African Americans don't want them to cross. There are words that we feel like are specifically for us. They're ours and they are for us only because these words were used by other ethnic groups to keep us down and don't really feel like they should be allowed to participate in that part. So there's certain aspects of it that totally I love when people participate in because it's like they can relax, they can loosen up, they don't have to be so uptight and trying to fit into this cookie cutter American mold. You know what I mean? I love when we just let that wall down and just relax a little bit. But again, there's certain words that I wish they wouldn't cross that line, because some of those words are still being used today to keep us down.
After seeing the previous video, we can see that most of the African American native speakers are absolutely fine with people from other ethnicities trying to converse using their dialect, because they love when other people trying to participate in their cultures. However, bear in mind there are certain boundaries that we really have to avoid, because they are actually demeaning to them. The irony is that media are making $1 million out of this dialect over things that they are being marginalized for. Therefore, most of native speakers find it offensive when they are mimicking African Americans' culture. Some of them just find it awkward because it sounds unnatural. Hi there, I'm Izzy, and now I'm going to share about some of the uniqueness of African American Vernacular English, AAVE, in which are different from standard English. The differences don't mean that AAVE is sloppy. The differences don't mean that AAVE is ungrammatical, just like what people say it is. The differences are the reason why we should appreciate more. The differences are the reason why it is more interesting to be found. So the first one is AAVE is unique from its grammatical feature. For example, the absence of verb to be in a sentence. It means that there is no is or are in a sentence use. For example, you okay or you there. You, in the study of language book, mentioned that are and is are not used and articulated by the AAVE user. Janet, one of the native speakers, also mentioned that the verb to be is not used in a sentence. AAVE is also unique from its sentence structure. For example, the use of double negative word in a sentence. Rolando, one of the native speakers, mentioned in the interview that the use of double negative word like and, which refers to are not, and can, which is the combination of can and ain't, are used to emphasize the meaning, the thing that they want to say, the meaning that they want to convey.
Double negative, it's like, don't use the word like can't, for example. I really don't like that word. I notice with a lot of African American vernacular English, most people don't use the word can't. We say can't, which is like a combination of the word can't and ain't. You know what I mean? So there is a double negative there. I feel like the emphasis is always on ain't. Use of the double negative, it again, it's a feeling. You know what I mean? Like they know exactly what I mean when I use the double negative.
AAVE is more about the feeling than the language, actually.
Hi everyone, I'm Amira and I'm going to talk on how does AAVE native speakers face discrimination when they use AAVE dialects in their daily life. So all of our respondents say that they do feel discriminated whenever they use the AAVE dialects to communicate with the non-AAVE speakers.
Yeah, everywhere. It's everywhere. No matter what we do, we call it code switching. Whenever we step out of our house, we have to put on a face, put on a mask. We have to use our customer service voice, is what we call it. You know, to try to, I want to say, minimize ourselves, to make ourselves not stand out, to make ourselves not be noticed, because what people look at it as out here, they don't look at it as a positive thing. It's not looked at as something that's beautiful.
Sarah, one of our respondents, told that people often view black people as lack of class and uneducated. The irony of this is that a lot of the same people copy their slang and include a bastardization of AAVE for comedic relief. In addition, all this discrimination forces AAVE native speakers to code switch their dialect when talking at their workplace and when talking at their home. Apart from that, people around them does not look at it as a positive thing, resulting the AAVE native speakers to minimize themselves and avoid them from being judged.
So what we can learn from this is that everybody's speech is just as rich and complicated and logical as our own, even if it doesn't look that way at first. So when someone says something that sounds wrong to you, before you correct them, maybe take a moment to ask yourself if, instead of a mistake, it might just be a different way to get your ideas across that you've never heard before.